Comment: Why Public Goods Matter to All of Us, Rich or Poor, by Alexei Magaisa. There is a class of things that economists refer to as public goods. They do not diminish in value because others benefit from them, and you cannot exclude others from enjoying them. A common example is a street light. If a tower light is installed in a neighborhood, everyone will benefit from the light. A car, however, is yours, and when you buy it, it does not mean everyone in the neighborhood can use it. The trouble with public goods is something that economists call the free rider effect. Since everyone can enjoy the good, there is no incentive to pay for it. You can avoid paying for it thinking someone will install the light anyway. You say, if someone can install the light, why should I pay for it? Pause for a moment and think of how many times you have avoided paying for something because you think someone else will pay for it. Think of the times that you have tried to dodge paying the toll gate fees on the road because, well, you just do not want to pay. But here's the problem. If everyone thinks that way, the neighborhood will end up with no tower light. Or let us use a nose heating example. There will be no sewer system, and the neighborhood will stink to no end, with sewage running all over the place. I cite both examples because they are quite common in our neighborhoods. No? Therefore, such goods are usually provided by a public authority. We call this the government or the city council. That public authority in turn has the power to tax people. Taxes form public funds. So the public authority uses public funds to deliver these public goods. If a bridge is built, everyone, whether rich or poor, can use it. If a sewer system is built, everyone can use it. Likewise, no one will want to keep a fire brigade service to themselves at their home, even if they were rich. The likelihood of needing it regularly is slim, so why invest in it? But one day, you may just need it. For example, when your property is on fire. That's why it is good to have a public fire brigade service that works. It benefits everyone, rich or poor. It therefore should make sense to ensure that the society to which one belongs has efficient public goods. But there are at least two problems. First, some people, however wealthy, dodge taxes. Well, no one wants to pay taxes, but it is a necessary duty. Second, those who collect taxes and manage public funds tend to loot them through corruption. And there's lots of corruption in our country. Just look at how elites overprice goods and services they sell to the government. The result is poor public goods. So you might end up with a society that has a very few wealthy individuals but extremely poor public goods. You see a Lamborghini on a potholed road or dark streets. It will have no fire brigade service, no ambulance service, no sewer system, and other public goods. The irony is lost on the owners. But worse, many on the sidelines will probably be envying that lifestyle and will do the same thing if they had a chance. They will not be concerned with the quality of public goods, and when society gets to that, it is a real tragedy. Some might say we will build our exclusive schools for our kids. They exist in midst of a sea of poverty. But how safe is it to live in a society where the rest have little access to a decent education? It is good to have a public education system that works because education is good for society. It is therefore worth it to invest in public education. Some might decide to get together to provide these goods for themselves when they realize the public authority is failing to deliver them. So a wealthy neighborhood might build its private sewer system. Even an ordinary community might create a neighborhood watch committee to provide the public good of security. COVID-19 got people to revive defunct hospitals. The pandemic was a rude reminder of the fact that the public healthcare system matters to everyone, rich or poor. It is a pity that it is in times of death, especially when a wealthy individual dies, that the stark reality of the paucity of public goods becomes so plain and obvious. The truth, of course, is most people have been witnessing the terrible decline of public goods for a long time. It is the reality they have lived with for a long time. Unfortunately, those who should care often ignore the pleas of the ordinary people, believing these to be poor people's problems. Everyone should care about how society is governed and take part in promoting it. When people like journalist Hopel Chingono are exposing and fighting corruption, they are fighting for public goods that benefit everyone. But he is thrown into jail by President Emerson Mnangagwa. Yet those who loot, the likes of Obadiah Moyo, Priska Mufumira, Henrietta Rushwaya, and countless other elites and politically exposed persons are treated with favor and kindness. Deputy Minister of Health Dr. John Mangwiro was recently named in a corrupt deal by the Anti-Corruption Commission, but he was never arrested. He denied it, and nothing has been heard since. MDC Alliance spokesperson Fadzai Mahere once said, "Corruption is killing us," when she delivered a press conference. It was not hyperbole. When babies die in a public hospital because it does not have the basic equipment to save them, it is because public funds for healthcare are being looted by elites like Obadiah Moyo. Likewise, when someone dies because the sockets are so outdated that you cannot use a ventilator. As I conclude, I return to where I began. Since there is little incentive for individuals to pay for public goods, a public authority often must take on that task. But if people either dodge taxes or taxes are looted, the result is catastrophic for everyone. Likewise, if those in charge of public funds are incompetent and misallocate funds away from the provision of public goods, everyone suffers, rich or poor. We have a duty, all of us, rich or poor, to take an interest in how we are governed. The Andite's politics mentality must fall, because even if you do not want anything to do with politics, politics will come to you at critical moments and remind you that it has something to do with you. We must fix our country. Wamagaisa.